Right. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Black Girl Interrupted. Let me tell y'all, I have missed y'all so much. So I appreciate y'all coming back in with your girl. Tonight, we are discussing all things mental. Today is Wednesday. It is our Wellness Wednesday. You know how we get down over here on Black Girl Interrupted. Tonight, I got my girl over here with me, Dr. Brittany Harrison.
Hi.
She is the CEO and founder of the first mental health urgent care clinic in the state of Louisiana. Her facility is called Mindful Horizons. So y'all already know what I do before I get started. Y'all know I always do something inspirational, something empowering, something encouraging, something uplifting before we jump into tonight's conversation. So I do ask, please hold all your questions to the end or once we get into the conversation. So before we get started, Dr. Brittany, I just want to let you know I always play something encouraging, empowering, uplifting, just to let someone know your mental health matters. We care about you. We love you. We want to see you win. We know it's hard, but I want you to get up and keep going. I don't care how many times you fall down. I care about the amount of times that you got back up. So before we jump into tonight's conversation, let's go ahead and let's jump into this, and then we'll be back ready to start the show. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Y'all know it. Here we go, y'all.
There are going to be days where you do not feel like doing anything. Those days are going to be there no matter what path you take.
We have two voices in our mind. There's that one voice. It's that soft motherfucker. That soft motherfucking voice that says sleep the fuck in. It's okay.
You can take the day off, saying you don't need to go hard.
It's that coddling voice. You want to be hugged and nurtured and all that shit.
That voice, that nagging voice of weakness, the one that tells you to back off, to simmer down, to take it easy. When you hear that voice, tell it no. Tell it to sit down and be quiet.
Suppress that voice. You've got another voice in your head that's asking you a question. It's asking you, what could you be? What could you be? What could you be if you worked as hard as you could? What could you be if you imposed real discipline in your life? What could you be?
Because that pain that you are feeling is the test.
This is a test. This is the day I'm going to find out if my goals really are my goals.
Michael Jordan, they call it the flu game. He still scored more than the average dude with the flu. Even when you got the flu and you playing other champions, you still score more than they score because you've learned how to dominate. And you need that same mentality.
I'm talking about looking yourself in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye, and saying, I'm going to fucking dominate today better than any other day. Learn how to get excited when that feeling creeps in of, I don't want to do it. And when those test days become something that you live for, something you look forward to, now you're talking about a whole different level of mindset. You're talking about an unstoppable force of nature that cannot be f***ed with.
Mental toughness is the ability to resist, to manage, overcome doubt, overcome worries, overcome concerns, overcome circumstances that prevent most people from succeeding or performing under pressure. Every human being that is not successful versus every human being that's successful, the only difference between them is mental toughness. One group, when they come up against trials and tribulations, they shrink. One group of people, when they come up against a recession, they shrink. Weak-minded people, they buckle, they complain, they look for every excuse. But mentally tough people, we saw the storm and we pull on our surfboard and we begin to surf on the waves that drown most people.
You have to understand that your greatest commodity, not your shoes, not your car, not your clothes, it's your mind. Your mind is the most important thing you have, and you gotta control it. I don't care what's happening, you have to control it. When you leave, what you fighting for? What's your legacy? What you gonna do? You say you a champ, but do you practice like a champ? You say you a champ, do you fight like a champ? You say you a champ, do you have the mentality of a champ? Champions keep going when they don't have anything left in their tank, when they don't have no more, when it's over, when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when they're ready to give up, when they spent their last dime. That's when they get started. It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone. That's when it's showtime. When you find the way out of no way, when you find breath that you don't have, when you find energy that did not exist, when you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way.
All right, y'all. Again, welcome back to Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all know it's your girl Ash, your favorite girl from the 504. And tonight I'm bringing y'all Wellness Wednesday. But tonight I'm doing something a little different. Tonight I have the CEO, the owner of the first mental health urgent care clinic in the state of Louisiana. Her name is Dr. Brittany Harrison. Dr. Brittany, let me first say this to you. Thank you. Thank you. I promise I'm gonna try to keep it together tonight, y'all. I promise. Y'all know I'm the biggest crybaby ever. So I promise I'm gonna try to keep it together tonight. But y'all know how I am when it comes to mental health. Um, as a person, you guys know my story. As a person that has attempted suicide 7 times, with my most recent being in June, this conversation tonight is imperative for me. It's imperative for y'all. This is a conversation that we have to have every day. We can't just talk about this when someone unalives themselves or when a celebrity. This is a conversation that is happening in our own backyard. Something that we don't talk about, we're afraid to talk about. But I have Dr. Brittany Harrison here tonight. Let me put your name up here. I wish it would have. No, I want it to. Oh, you know what? Let me go right here. Let me put I don't know why it's doing that. But I have Dr. Brittany Harrison here with us tonight. Dr. Brittany, how are you this evening, girl? How are you?
Well, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am blessed. I am grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and sit down and just have a girl to girl conversation with me. I definitely appreciate that.
Thank you
Um,
for inviting me.
oh yes, ma'am. So I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let Dr. Brittany. This is her tonight. I'm just here. That's it. So Dr. Brittany, let's go ahead and let's jump into it because I'm pretty sure there are some people I know for a fact there are people out here that want to know who are you? Who who is Dr. B? Who is Dr. Brittany Harrison? Who are you?
So, I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. I have been practicing as a psychiatric nurse practitioner for the past 10 years. I have practiced in inpatient settings, so inpatient hospital settings, outpatient community settings, such as the ACT team. So, I am all hands on deck with trying to treat patients who have severe mental illness.
Mm.
And I also treat children as well.
So let me ask you, Dr. Brittany,
Yes.
what why mental health? What made you say this is what I want to do? What was it about mental health? Was it maybe something you endured personally? Was it something you saw family? Was it friends? I want to know.
So it was actually my own trauma. So I lost my father at the age of 14 um, during a vacation. We were on our way to Disney World, and he had a brain aneurysm, and that happened right in front of my eyes. Um, I had to
Take your time.
watch. Yeah,
Breathe. If you need to take a step back a moment, please
yeah,
do so.
yeah. So at that age, I had to travel to the nearest hospital with him, and the nurse there had to explain to me what was going on and that it was a possibility that I wouldn't get to speak to him again because he was in a coma. But she encouraged me to let him know how much I loved him and how I felt about him because he could, of course, still hear me at that time. But that experience with losing my dad, that changed the trajectory of my life. Prior to losing him, I wanted to be a pediatrician.
Mm.
So, yeah, I wanted to be a doctor to take care of kids. But that one experience with that nurse, I said, no, I have to go into nursing. And I wanted to do mental health because my mom, she introduced me to a therapist
Mm.
for grief counseling. And when I started that process, I knew this was my calling. So thereafter, when I completed nursing school, I worked in various settings. So ER, doing trauma, ICU settings, juvenile detention centers. I worked various settings, but mental health was just my calling. Even in the ER, I was placed with either the trauma rooms or with psychiatric patients
Mm.
in the psyche D. So I said, yeah, this is something that God is calling me to do. And I had the pleasure of working with some phenomenal psychiatrists with the ACT team. And
Mm.
that's a assertive community treatment team for severely mentally ill patients. So I will go to their homes and take care of them. So giving them injections in their homes and get to have that one-on-one interaction with my patients. And I said, I got the most fulfillment for taking care of these patients. I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I have to have that one-on-one interaction with these patients and just see the progression that happened with these patients with them being compliant with their medication. I was able to keep them out of the hospital with working with a team of social workers, other doctors, counselors. We were able to keep them from out of jail and out of the hospital. And I said, this is my calling. This is what I want to do. I want to advocate for these patients.
Where were you? I needed you 15, 20 years ago. I needed you. And it's similar to why I created Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. My father passed in 2021. But prior to that, um, didn't have the best relationship with my mom, family. I
Mhm.
was rebellious, out of control. Then depression set in.
Mhm.
And although my mother was a psych nurse,
Mhm.
this was not a conversation that we had. It was, you just need to go.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready to go.
Mhm.
So I needed an outlet. I needed somewhere where I could talk, where I could feel safe, where I could release because I wanted to heal. I wanted to overcome the traumas because I didn't want that to define who I was gonna grow into. And
Yeah.
it did. It carried me into my adult years. Let me ask you, in
Yes.
that moment at 14 years, losing a parent, mm, I'm so sorry. At four at 14 years old, the most pivotal years of your life,
Yeah.
mentally, I can't even just imagine. I just and I'm never lost for words, but I'm just trying to imagine at 14 years old being and seeing what that did to you and how you were able to pivot that into something. When you look back at that day and you look at now, is there anything about that you would change?
Yes. On that day, of course, at 14, as a teenager, didn't want to go on family trips. So prior to that happening, it's like Disney World, I want to stay here with my friends. I'm arguing back and forth with my dad. And he was like, Britt, please, please, we're gonna have a great time. We had just purchased a timeshare
Mm.
out there in Florida. Looking back at that day, if I could change anything, I would change the fact that I was arguing back and forth with my dad because I loved him so much. And that is something that replays in my mind all of the time. If I could change anything, it would be that I would instead, just cherish those moments with him that I had.
You talking to my heart because when my father passed in 2021, we weren't speaking. So the guilt,
Yes. Yes.
when I tell you, if I could go back, I would have made that last phone call. I would have done it. If I would have known that he was going to be gone in 3 weeks, I would have called. I would have apologized. I would have made it right. But I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a moment to regroup and I'm going to give you a moment. So y'all, welcome to my sister is sending the prayer hands to you. Look at you.
Thank you.
I want to you're not I'm not supposed to have you crying on here. I'm not supposed to have you crying, but you know what? It's for the soul. It's so
Yes, it
cleansing.
is. Yes, it is. And I needed to cry. Ashley, thank you for this because no one has ever asked me that question. Not even through therapy, not that particular question. Going back to that day, what is it that I would change? And I needed that. I needed that.
I needed you.
Mhm.
Everybody sending prayers. I'm not sure if you can see the comments, but I try to post them up.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I want to say this to you. And I'm still in therapy.
Mhm. I am as well.
Yeah.
It is a journey. Okay? It's a journey,
Let me tell you.
not a race. It's a journey.
Oh, because my therapist told me, she said, you need to feel what you need to feel then.
That's right.
Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Feel it then.
Yes.
You address it then. And you're human. She said, do not ever not give yourself grace.
That's right.
And so I asked her, I said, well, what does grace look like?
Mm-hmm.
She said, only you know that. So I say to you,
Mm-hmm.
give yourself the grace to feel what you need to feel.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, my sister says it's healing.
Yes.
Say it's healing. When I tell you, speaking with you, I feel like I'm talking to my therapist now because you're helping me.
Mm-hmm.
Because had I not asked that question, I wouldn't have been able to say, well, hey, you know what? I know. Some people could say, oh, well, I feel where you come. I know.
Right? You can empathize.
Yeah.
The same. Yeah.
If I could absolutely go back,
Yeah.
I would. I would have called my dad. I would have said, you know what, Dad? I love you. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we went these many months and didn't speak.
Yeah.
Had I had known.
Yeah.
then it's, why do I feel this way?
Mhm. Yeah.
Are my feelings valid? Am I, and for my therapist to tell me you're human.
Yes.
Those are feelings. Those are your stages of grief. I
Yes.
didn't understand. What do you mean? She said, the guilt,
That's right.
the anger,
The anger.
the this.
Mm-hmm.
She said, you're grieving. I
Yeah.
say, but when does it end? She said, it never ends.
It doesn't.
And I asked her, I said, but why? She said, because now you have a new chapter in your life, but this one doesn't include your dad.
Mhm.
And at that point, I got up and I walked away. I say, but I need to include. She said, because you keep holding on to that day and everything. She said, different things have happened on that day since then.
Mhm.
But Dr. Brittany,
Hmm.
explain on that day
Mhm.
at 14, then the next year rolled around. How was it then?
Whew.
How was it then? 365 days later,
Yeah.
you're a year older.
Mhm.
For you,
It was very, very difficult. Um, a year later, it was very difficult. His my grandmother, his mom. A year later, she was diagnosed with breast cancer,
oh Lord,
and she was also grieving the death of my father, who was her eldest child, and she could not get past, you know,
yeah.
that death, and she passed away that following year.
Take
So,
take a moment. Take a moment. You good. Take that moment. We'll just sit in that for just a moment because here you are, a young lady. You're going into a young lady. I'm over here shaking. You lose your father at 14, and then 16, your grandmother. So those 2 years, my girl was my good sister was struggling.
mhm, yeah.
I'm over here shaking because I want to hug you so bad. Sade says, "We love you, Dr. Brittany. We love you, Sade.
Yes,
We love you, baby. I promise we love you."
yes.
But Dr. Brittany, in this moment,
Mhm,
with all your accomplishments, because you
mhm.
have some accomplishments, baby. Baby, you did. You do. Let me tell you something. You made history. Okay? You made history. What is to come
Mhm.
from this? Going back to this 14-year-old young lady, because you were a young lady. I'm
Yes,
not gonna call you a girl, you were a young lady.
yes.
You lost your dad, your grandmother within a span of 2 years. So now here you are, you're 18,
Mm. And I had Hurricane Katrina.
and dad came.
Well, 17. I was 17 when it
Yeah,
happened.
'05.
Hill 5. And that was more trauma. Just, mm,
And for you,
mhm.
now here we go, we're 14. 3 years. What was your bounce back? What was that moment where you said, I gotta pull Brittany together. I got to love on little Brittany, but now I got to nurture big Brittany.
Yes.
What was that moment?
Mm.
Because you experienced tragedy in 3 years, 3, not not 2 or 3 years in between, but back to back.
Yes.
What was your moment where you said, big Brittany got to get up now? And it don't have to be a specific date, but what was a moment? What was something where you said, big Brittany is here now?
Yeah. The moment I knew I needed to get it together and really focus and buckle down and rebuild was after yet another tragedy. After Hurricane Katrina, I was displaced. I was in the convention center for Hurricane Katrina and had to get rescued after 4 days there. I had an attempted sexual assault while I was there.
Breathe. I want you to stop right there. Because this is something, let me tell y'all, because I see there are new people coming in. Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome back to Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. Y'all know it's your girl Ash. I'm bringing y'all another episode. Today is Wellness Wednesday, but today is all things mental. I got my good sister over here, Dr. Brittany Harrison, CEO and founder of Mindful Horizons. Let me reiterate that. The first. Let me reiterate this because some of y'all, I don't think y'all heard me. But this lady right here is the first person to open up a mental health care urgent clinic in the state of Louisiana. No one's done it. No one has done it. No one has done it. Nobody. This young lady right here, I need y'all to tap in with her. When I tell you, this is what resilience looks like. Everybody keeps saying Louisiana strong. There you go. If Louisiana strong was a person, there you go right there. This is Dr. Brittany Harrison, everybody. Y'all welcome back again. We got a couple of comments in here. So my sister says, in those moments we feel guilt for not having control of that moment. Knowing you're right there and there's nothing you can physically do to help your loved one, we tend to blame ourselves.
Yes.
And she said, Jesus, I'm praying for you, Queen. She said, I love you, sweetheart.
Well, thank you. Love you too.
And then when you said another tragedy, she said, OMG. So let me tell y'all, my sister, Jewel, knows exactly where you've been. Born and raised in New Orleans. She lives in Atlanta now.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her husband had been together, oh Lord, 50 million years it seems like. They got married. Beautiful ceremony. I don't even think, sis, had it been a month, she loses her husband.
Oh my God. Oh.
Right there on the bathroom floor.
Oh.
So when I tell y'all, Louisiana strong, y'all gonna put some respect on Louisiana, baby. I'm telling you. Put some respect because I hang with warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Resilience, this is it. So we're sitting down tonight again with Dr. Brittany Harrison. Dr. B. So you go through what you need to go through. You get up. So my other good sis, she says, I don't know you. Just know you are loved. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Baby, let me tell you. Dr. B, we have a camaraderie of beautiful women and men that come through and love on us.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a safe space. When I tell you we love over here, we encourage, we empower, we uplift. If at any moment it gets a little rough, hey, say, hold up, Ash. Wait, I need a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to love on you. We're going to pour into you. But I want you to continue. So you come through this You've lost your father, your grandmother. Katrina comes through. Little Brittany says, "You know what? I gotta grow up. I gotta get it together. I gotta pull it together." But then tragedy strikes.
Yeah.
I know you said, but then you bounce back.
Mhm.
What was your bounce back? What was your reasonings? Because I know in this moment you're like, God, you keep punching me in the gut, you keep taking, but apparently he was preparing you for something.
For something. Had to. Um, with that last tragedy after being displaced for Katrina, I went to Louisiana Tech with a friend,
Mhm.
and we got into a horrible car accident where we lost another friend. And my friend was in a coma. She was a driver, and I was in the passenger seat, and I didn't have a seatbelt on. Did not have a seatbelt on, and God spared my life, and I knew I was here for a reason, and I needed to. In that moment, I knew I needed to gather myself and get myself together. So that experience, that was the wake up call for me.
That was the moment.
That was the moment.
From tragedy to triumph.
Yes.
You endured these tragedies, but you endured these tragedies, period. You, Dr. Brittany, if I could and here I am complaining, and you have just, you are strength. Mm. I just want to take a reset. Just a moment. Let's I want Dr. Brittany to I want her to collect herself, y'all. Let's give her a little respect. Let's give her a little love, y'all. I need y'all to drop in the comments. I need y'all to give Dr. B some love because this was not, when I tell y'all, this was not my intent. She was supposed to be coming and we're having girl talk and now she crying. I feel some kind of way because I got my sister over here crying and but y'all know me. Y'all know what we do over here on Black Girl Interrupted Podcast. Y'all know we get over here and we are so vulnerable. But the most beautiful thing about this, Dr. Brittany, is the love that you're getting
Yeah.
while being vulnerable. And these are the types of spaces that I want to see more of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is I want to see you on more platforms. I want to, and this is my prayers for you, is I want to see you on other platforms because I want you to let them know what your test was and how you became a testimony.
Yeah.
So we're gonna shift gears a little bit because I don't want Dr. B to be sad anymore. Y'all know we supposed to be having a good time on Wellness Wednesday, but it is all things mental.
Yes.
So Dr. Brittany, now you get up
Mm-hmm.
and you like, you know what, I got this. You go to school and you hear your calling. What was it that you said, I gotta do more?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta come out of this. I gotta do more for the community. Was it things that you were seeing? My sister said it was 2 weeks. They had only been married 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 weeks. He was in the bedroom. The
Mm-hmm.
bedroom. So, let me ask you,
Mm-hmm.
was it things that you were seeing in the community? Because I know homelessness is a
Yeah.
big issue in New Orleans. It's a humongous in that the fentanyl addictions,
Yes.
the military people, just in general. What made you say, I got to step in. I got to do something in
Mhm.
the community.
Yes.
Not just you were working in different facilities and working under different doctors, but what was it in your mind where you said, I have to take the initiative. Nobody else is doing it.
Right.
Did someone come to you and say, Dr. B, this is what you need to do? Was it your husband? Was it other doctors? What was it? We wanna know what made you say, y'all not doing enough. I gotta step in. I gotta make something happen.
Yes. So it was seeing patients calling. Actually, I would get crisis calls stating that there was nowhere for the patients to go except for the ED to get medications filled or to see someone immediately without having to wait a 3-month time frame. So I said, this is ridiculous. Why is this happening? Because at that time I had a private practice. So I would try to go head on and add a patient to my schedule. But I said, there's nowhere that the patients can go into to have an immediate appointment. Nowhere. So I started to do some research. I said they have to have mental health walk-in clinics or crisis. So I'm doing my research and I see there's mental health urgent cares in different states. And I'm like, okay, well, Louisiana should have at least one. Didn't see any. So I said, you know what? This is something that I need to do. If nobody else is doing it, this is something that I need to do. I need to do the work, and I already have been boots on the ground in the
Oh,
community. So I said, I can do this. I can do this.
and here you are.
And here I am.
When you walked in those doors and you
Mhm.
looked at the building or the facility or the area, what let me double back. When it came to the air, was it a specific area you were looking for? Did you just say, uh, I just wanna go here, I wanna go, because you coulda went anywhere. You coulda went across the river, like, you coulda went uptown, you coulda went anywhere. Why Bywater?
So actually, this building was the previous urgent care 11. Okay, so I had visited this building prior, right? You remember urgent care 11 during COVID with Dr. Yes, so I knew Dr. Jones had been here several times. So I wanted a facility first where my patients could access me, had to be on the bus line. So found it, it was vacant, it's on the bus line,
Mhm.
and I said, this is a community, the need here, Bywater area.
Man,
Here is the need. This is where I need to be.
and that's all that's over there in that area is
Yes.
the homeless people. You
Yes.
ugh,
You can drive down the street and you see it. So
walking.
this is where, yeah, I need to be.
I I'm over here I'm shaking literally because I am witnessing greatness right now. I mean, my sister says, God is not done with you. Your story has many, many more chapters.
Thank you.
She say, but God, you
Yeah.
have a testimony that needs to be told. So I guess our conversation, so I guess we did need to go down that way.
Yes.
We needed to.
Yeah.
So here we come.
Hmm.
You sit down. You have this plan. You're like, you know what? I got to make something happen. We got to do something for the city. There's no facilities here. How is it? Then you go to the old COVID-11 facility. To the
Hmm.
old, you walk in the door.
Hmm.
How did you know, despite it being on a bus line and the area that you wanted, how did you know this is the place? This is the one.
Right.
this is where my people are gonna be.
Yes. So if you remember Urgent Care 11,
Uh-huh.
that building, you walk in, it feels like home. It does not feel like you are going into a
A
doctor's
doctor's office.
office.
Mhm.
Okay. You're going into a facility. It feels like home. I wanted a welcoming environment
Mm.
for my patients. I want them to want to be at Mindful, not feel forced or, oh, I just feel I have obligated to go. No, I want you to want to be here.
Right.
And that's what I felt when I walked through those doors. I said, this is it.
And that's and I tell people all the time, therapists are like a car. You have to, find one that fits
Yes.
because not everybody is good for your mental, and that includes therapists because there are some that are just kinda like, all they do is sit and write. They
Mm-hmm.
don't challenge you. They don't, you know, get you to open up or things like that. But with you and your facility,
Mm-hmm.
well, now that it's a home now. We have a home now. Because
Yeah.
see, God gave you the foundation. It's already been built. God just says, now I need you to make it a home.
Mm-hmm.
When you signed on the dotted line for that building,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, thinking back,
Mm-hmm.
here you are, this 14-year-old young lady who experienced tragedy after tragedy after tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
You signed the ink on that paper, and they say, Dr. Brittany or Mrs. Brittany Harrison, here are the keys.
Yes.
What did you say? I just wanna know what you said. When I could just imagine what you said. I wanna know, what did you say?
I said, thank you, God, because He is the only reason that I'm here. He's the only reason why I was able to get this facility. I obtained this facility. I said, thank you, God. That is what I said.
Anything different?
Hmm.
If you could choose another so let me ask you this, Dr. Brittany.
Yes.
Is there gonna be another Mindful Horizons?
Hmm. That is the plan. That is definitely the plan.
That is definitely God's plan. She say, because my sister say, she say because Gentle shut down because
Mhm.
Gentle shut mental facilities down and it truly hurt Louisiana. It did.
It did. Yes, it did.
Because a lot of the patients were either coming to Houston or they were going to Atlanta.
Hmm.
And when the funding was cut everywhere, I said, this is going to hurt the world.
Hmm.
And here you are saving it one little neighborhood at a time, one neighborhood, one area at a time. So Mindful Horizons, y'all. I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna let Dr. B tell y'all about Mindful Horizons. I'm gonna post her contact information because let me tell y'all, I'm going to New Orleans soon. So if y'all see me taking a picture with Dr. B, y'all gonna know I made it.
Hmm.
Because guess what? She said, yes, it was. Because when I tell you, I've got to meet this woman in person. I have to. Because this woman here, because this is victorious. So when people say you gotta get up and you gotta keep going regardless if it hurts, look at this woman right here. This woman endured tragedy after tragedy after tragedy, and she's still here with us. Dr. B. God says, whatever you set forth, I'm going to fulfill. Whatever path you take, I'm going to hold your hand, even if I got to carry you the rest of the way. Your testimony is nothing short of amazing. I just want you to know I am grateful again, and I'm going to keep giving you your flowers to be in your presence in this moment. Not only are you beautiful outside, but inside. I love what you're doing. But I'm going to be quiet I'm gonna let Dr. B tell y'all about Mindful Horizons, the mission statement, because let me tell y'all, her mission statement and everything that she stands is beautiful. Y'all, I follow the page. I can't wait to see her on other platforms. But again, I'm gonna give the floor to you, Dr. B. Give us a little more background about Mindful Horizons. What does it entail?
Mhm,
How can we get in touch with you?
mhm,
Um, do you take patients from out of state? I'm not gonna bombard you with buku questions, but
mhm.
I'm gonna let you finish, and then I wanna know, are you for everybody or is it just Louisiana residents? And I'm gonna go on mute and I'm gonna be quiet. So Dr. B has the floor, y'all.
Okay. All right. Well, Ashley, for now, it's only for Louisiana residents.
Mhm.
For now. So, yes, Mindful Horizons Urgent Care is a mental health facility where we accept walk in clients. Walk in, meaning you don't have to schedule an appointment. So, you can be physically present or you can be virtually present. Now, you have the option to schedule if you want to schedule, but that is not mandated. So, one of our providers will see you on that day that you call, email, or request an appointment, if you request an appointment. But if you just walk in through those doors, you will be seen. So we provide crisis stabilization, psychiatric evaluations, medication management, and brief therapy services. We collaborate with therapists at mental health agencies that provide community supportive psychiatric support services. So we have All Pro and Five Hearts are two agencies that we refer to for those services, as well as intensive outpatient program services with Crescent Addiction for our dual diagnosis patients who require some intervention with substance abuse. We also have a community nurse that goes to the homes for patients who are on long acting injectables. So if they can't get over here to the clinic, they can schedule with our nurse, and the nurse will come to the homes or wherever they may be to give them their injection. And that is also for our substance abuse clients as well. So we provide the Vivitrol, Sublocade, all of those injectables. We
So
also have medication that we keep here for our crisis patients to stabilize them, just in case they may not need, because we don't want to have to send a patient to the hospital, right? So if we can stabilize them here, that's our goal. We want to stabilize them and keep them out of the hospital. So we have medication to treat them here, and we arrange for follow-up sessions within 7 days to have ongoing management with these patients. If there is a need for a patient to go into the hospital, we can do that here as well with a PEC. But these patients will bypass the ER. So I have direct admit privileges with several of the hospitals where they can be transported directly to the hospital and not have to sit in any emergency room.
yes. So my sister, she posted, she said, surrounding the 7th, 8th, 9th ward in Gentilly. She's a perfect area for your facility. Thank you so much for this much needed facility. And she said, yeah. And she said, yes, Lord, but God. Let me
Yes.
tell you, Dr. Brittany, so if I was to send someone, how
Mhm.
many physicians do you currently have now? And are you looking for other physicians also?
So it's two. We have two providers currently on staff. We are onboarding another one by January. We have another psych NP that's joining the practice by January.
So what is your goal?
Yes.
How many physicians are you wanting to have in the facility
Mhm.
before the second one opens? Because I'm speaking the second one into existence, and I really believe I think this second one will probably be in Metairie. Some I don't know, y'all. I'm just speaking. Okay, I'm speaking I'm speaking this over her because I want to see
Mhm.
her expand.
Yes.
What is your goal?
So the goal, I would like to have at least one more provider because I want to have extended hours. So we want to cover the weekends, late evening hours to provide support for all of our patients. So if I could have one more provider by next year before the next mindful opens, that's the goal.
Oh yeah. And that's and I say the second one because this first one, let me tell you, baby, you done blew the doors down with this one. You have. You blew the doors down with this one because when that second one opens up, you're gonna start a trend because everybody's gonna want to follow you now. Everybody's gonna want to say, you know what? We need to open up one here in Shreveport, or maybe we need to open up one here in Homer. Maybe we need to open one up in Opelousas, Baton Rouge, or something. You have set a trend. I just want you to know that because I really feel like somebody's gonna follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna make you stand out is because of who you are.
Yeah.
And you didn't start this. You didn't get into this because this is what you wanted to do. God called you into this. This was your calling.
Yes.
At 14 years old, you had a calling over your life and you didn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
God says, I'm going to take you through this because I want to test you and I'm going to see if you're going to pass. And this is why God has opened this door for you, and he's going to open another door for you, and another door and another door. And then before you know it, it's going to be 5 or 6, 7 mindful horizons through the state of Louisiana, not just in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Y'all see, I'm speaking this over. I'm speaking this because I want this for her. I want this for her. I want this for our community. I want it for the people that look like me and you.
Yes.
And God gave you, not me, you, the gift to do so. So walking in those doors,
Mm-hmm.
your first patient, what was that experience? The very first person that walked through the door. And
Mm-hmm.
I know you're like, why did she ask me that? I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, when
Mm-hmm.
that first person walked in your door
Mm-hmm.
at your home, and I mean Mindful Horizons, your home, our home,
Mm-hmm.
what did you say? How did you feel?
Mm-hmm. I felt very, very happy. Very happy, very excited. I wanted to know how the patient felt when
Mhm.
they walked in. What was their experience? How did they feel when they saw this environment? Did they feel like they were in a welcoming environment where they felt at peace and tranquil? Because that's the goal for mindful. When you
Mhm.
walk through the doors, you should see the waterfall going. You should see these neutral, but yet bright and vibrant colors to make you just feel happier. No matter what state you're currently in, you feel happier when you walk through those doors at mindful. I wanted to know if that patient felt that way, and they did.
So when this second facility opens,
Mhm.
because it's gonna open, I'm speaking that.
Mhm.
That's gonna happen. Maybe in 2027, maybe 2026. I don't know. We'll see. But I just today in this moment, do you feel accomplished? Or is there still more left for Dr. B to do?
It's still more left.
Mm.
It is still more left for me to do.
Can you give us a little, just a little smidget? Don't give us everything. Just give us a little taste. You know how your mama used to let you taste the little cake batter, just
Mhm.
and you was like, but mama, I want some more. You gonna get this little spoon and you gonna go on your way. What is left for Dr. B to do? Give us just a little taste, just a little bit. You don't have to tell us everything. Just give us a little bit. What is there left for Dr. B to do?
So right now, at the state that mindful is in, I want to be able to, like I mentioned earlier, to offer these extended hours for
Mm,
patients.
mm.
Okay, I want to be able to be open late night hours because as we all know, we have a lot of crises that occur.
Yes, ma'am.
at late evening hours when people are away from the work environment. They're just coming back home and have to sit in that space. Some people are home alone.
Mhm.
That's where that isolation comes in. And the mind starts to go, the racing thoughts. People have suffer from insomnia and a lot of anxiety, things that keep them up at night when they're very overwhelmed, right? I
Mhm.
want them to have a place to go, someone to call at that moment.
Have you ever thought about like a hotline, maybe like a
Yeah,
that would be beautiful? Because I know you said the extended hours and the weekends, phone numbers, like a rescue. No, and I really don't want to call it a rescue line, but I guess you could say when
yeah,
a crisis line. There you go.
yes.
Is that in talks for Mindful Horizon, or is that just something where you just like, let me just kind of get established, and
No,
then
that's definitely in talks.
I'm
Definitely.
excited for that.
Yes.
When I tell you this has been, and y'all, I didn't get emotional. I got a little bit emotional, y'all. A little bit. Y'all should be proud of me. I didn't break down and boohoo cry today. But one thing that you could say to a person that could potentially be struggling,
Mhm.
might be struggling, has overcome the struggle, maybe somebody that um doesn't have anywhere to turn. What is your advice? Your advice.
I want to let them know that there is hope. There is someone here that is willing to care, who hears you, who understands the struggle that you are going through. Not just someone that's just looking out from the outside, that has not went through this same journey that you may be experiencing. There's someone here that can relate.
You got a hug. You
Thank
got hugs. Thank you, Big Papa. You know we love you, baby.
you.
But I want to say this, Dr. B, as someone that has struggled mentally. I have, what would you say to me? You didn't know me. I come in and I say, Dr. B, I'm struggling. And I tell you everything that's going on. What is one thing you would say to me?
I would tell you that you are not alone. You are not alone. You can do this. We will work together. Right? Because so many patients feel like they are struggling by themselves. They feel like they have to deal with their mental illness alone. And that's not how it should be. You should be able to work along with your provider. It's a collaborative effort. You should be able to contact them when there is a need. You should not have to wait weeks and weeks to speak to your provider when you are going through something on a daily basis. You should be able to feel that that provider actually listens to you, right? Not just there to just write medication. That provider wants to actually know, how was your day? How are things going at work? How are things going at the home? How are your kids? All of these things matter, right? Daily, what you are enduring in your daily life matters. If you don't have a provider that's doing that for you, you're seeing the wrong person.
Oh,
Because how can someone treat you and write any type of medication for you or give you any type of advice clinically to guide you if they don't want any insight into how your life is on a daily basis.
I tell you, you choked me up with that. Oh, you choked me up with that one. I felt that in my throat. I was like, I know she finna make me cry. I know she's about to make me do it because that's exactly what my therapist told me. She said it's like a car. You gotta test drive them. You gotta make sure that's the one, the right fit for you. She said because everybody is not here to save your mental.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just want to give you medication and send you on your way.
Mhm.
So, Dr. B,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna hold you any longer. But I do want to post your contact information because I do have, like I said, I have family in New Orleans still that need your services.
Mhm.
So I need to post your information, y'all. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page, how you can get in touch with Dr. B
Mhm.
and let her know I sent you. Let Dr. B know. I'm trying to get it together because you're not supposed to do this to me.
Mhm.
But I want to say to you, Dr. B, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing who you are.
Yeah.
Is that my girl, Makisha?
Yeah.
Hey, boo.
Girl.
I love her so much. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, that is Dr. B's right hand girl right there. When I tell y'all,
Mhm.
I had a conversation with Miss Makisha, and when I tell you, she had me crying on the phone because I was so anxious. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I've been trying to get therapists and everything because this is my avenue. This because I advocate because I'm the face of depression and anxiety. I'm the face of it. Um, but being able to just do this with her today, Miss Makisha, I send flowers to you, baby.
Thank you.
Your dinner, whatever, send me information. Your dinner is gonna be on me. I promise you.
I told you I was gonna make it happen. Yes.
She did. She
Yeah.
called me and she really had me crying on the phone. She was like, don't cry. You're gonna be all right. I was like, but you just don't understand, because I want to push this conversation.
Yeah.
But I do want to say to you, Dr. B, thank you for being so vulnerable and transparent in this space.
Yeah.
Thank you for opening Mindful Horizons. Shout out to this lady right here up at the top, Miss Makisha. I'm telling y'all that it's her right hand, okay?
Yes.
You want to talk, you want to get with Dr. B, you got to go through this lady right here. I promise you.
Right. That's
And
right.
and baby, and this one here, she protects Dr. B like
Yeah.
her life depends on it. I
Yeah.
promise you.
At all costs. Yeah.
Because I mean, when I tell you, she read me down. Like she interrogated me. Okay, so what is this? What are we doing? What is this? I need to know. No problem. I got you. So I want to end with this.
Mhm.
Dr. B, don't you ever give up. Answer your calling because God sent you that for a reason. He put you where you are for a reason. You're now the voice for the voiceless. You understand?
Mhm.
Because we didn't have you 10, 20 years ago. We didn't have you. We didn't have a Dr. B. You are nothing short of amazing. Thank you for the conversation.
Mhm.
Any words you want to leave us with as we get ready to bring this to a close? Anything you want to share? Anything that anybody that may be trying to get into doing what you're doing, whatever it is, I want to know what your motto is. What do you say to yourself every day
Mhm.
to get motivated, empowered, uplifted, and encouraged? What can you say? Leave us with.
Yes. Every day I say to myself, I have a purpose. I have a purpose, and if I could save one life, that's a lot.
You didn't say that. That's
Yep.
not what you say.
Yes.
It was meant. I said it on all my podcasts. Like I was telling Miss Makisha, I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for money.
Mhm.
I do this because this is what I love to do.
Yeah.
And if I can make a difference in one person, then I've done exactly what God has called me to do.
Yes.
Black Girl Interrupted is us.
Mhm.
It's not me. This not my this is us because we're Black girls with interruptions.
Yes.
So over here on Black Girl Interrupted, you're always welcome. Even if it's just a pop in and say, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Even if it's something to say, whatever, you're always welcome on Black Girl Interrupted podcast. Like I say, I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for money. I don't promote in hopes of getting paid. I do this because I love doing this. I want to do this full time. So if you see Black Girl Interrupted in lights somewhere, whatever it is, if you're hosting an event and you want me to come and baby, call me. I'm coming. I'm 5.5 hours away. Like I said, I'm in Houston. I'm right down the street, baby. It ain't nothing for me to get on 10 by 10. Okay. No problems at all.
Mhm.
But Papa Falcon says, God bless you both, Ashley and Dr. B. And then my sister says, I love this.
you.
We've been like when I tell you when we got the message,
Mhm.
me and her, we've been hyped up ever since. I've been called, I was like, ooh, sis, today is the day, it's coming. Girl, I was so anxious. Girl, I was rushing and people. I was like, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta hurry up. I gotta get set up, man. Y'all, whatever. But Mindful Horizons, everybody. This is the owner and CEO. Again, the first mental health urgent care clinic in the state of Louisiana. And this is the first woman to do it. So y'all give her her accolades. Y'all give her flowers. Let me see if my little thing is gonna work. Look, let me see if I could. I don't know. Could you hear it? Could you hear the clap? Okay. Yeah, I got my little sound effects. So y'all, I'm trying to familiarize myself with these little sound effects and all that other good. There we go. Yeah. But Dr. B, I want to say this to you again. Thank you so much for even taking the time out to sit down and even have a conversation with me here on Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. Um, I will be back doing my Wellness Wednesday. So again, you're more than welcome. My podcast will be back in full swing next week. So I do go live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I talk about everything. Mental health, I talk about sexual assault, everything. So if you ever want to just pop in and just say, "Hey Ash girl, what's going on?" You guys are more than welcome. My door is always open.
We will.
Like I said, if you have a t-shirt, anything you want me to wear, I will wear it. I will promote your brand, whatever it is. I'll advertise. You don't owe me anything. Nothing. I just want you to keep being great. That's the only thing I want you to do is to keep being great. That's it. That's all I ask you to do. Nothing, no money, no shout outs, no, just keep being great. That's it.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
You are more than welcome, babe. And
Yeah.
here go your flowers. Someone gave you your flowers.
Oh,
There they
thank
go.
you so much. Thank
Absolutely, absolutely. Well,
you.
Dr. B,
Yes.
I love you. God bless you. Makisha,
Yeah.
we are definitely gonna be in touch because like I said, I'm coming to the city probably in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see. But I am definitely walking in the door of Mindful Horizons.
Come on. Yes.
I'm just coming to give you a hug. That's it. I just want to tell you in person, congratulations, and I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
Thank
don't change.
you.
You're welcome, baby. And please
Appreciate you. Thank you.
don't change who you are.
Thank you.
Stay who you are.
Yes.
We love you.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And y'all, Black Girl Interrupted will be back. Y'all know Tuesdays and Wednesdays, every night at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all know we talk about everything over here on Black Girl Interrupted. Y'all, we are coming back because we got to round out the year. We rolling into the holidays. Dr. B, I do want to ask you. Oh, there's my husband. There he is. Hey, love. That is my husband. He say, "What's going on, people?" So, Dr. B, I do want to. I would love if and we could talk about this off camera. I
Yeah.
would love to bring you back,
Okay.
because the holidays are about to roll around,
Yes.
and holidays are rough.
Yes, they are.
Sometimes this is the first year for some people. This
Yes.
is the second year. This might be the 20th year, 40th year. I don't know. But I would love just to bring you back just for a moment, just to give us some tips on how to get through the holiday blues. That's all.
Yes. Oh, I would definitely do that. Definitely.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
y'all go follow Dr. Brittany Harrison. She is on Instagram. I'm gonna post all her information. I'm gonna post Mindful Horizons, I'm gonna post the address, the phone number, how you can get in contact with her. Y'all don't sit alone. We see you. We love you. Okay, I promise you. You're not by yourself, and it's okay to not be okay.
It is.
But
It is
this woman here,
okay to not be okay.
shh, baby, we doing that. What them cheering, what them little cheering do, whatever it is, they be whatever it is. I don't know how I don't know. First, second, I don't know all of it. But Dr. B, I do want to say thank you again so much for coming on Black Girl Interrupted podcast tonight. It was my pleasure being able to sit and have a beautiful conversation. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make you cry. I promise.
It's okay. I needed it.
That
I
was not my intent.
yes.
But I'm going to let Dr. Harrison go, and y'all know I'm gonna close it out. But I love y'all. God bless you, Dr. B. And I'm gonna send a follow-up to you. I have your email address. I'm gonna send you something. Even if it's an edible arrangement, just something because
No, you don't have to do
you're
that.
nothing short. Yes, I do.
No, I appreciate this. I really appreciate this.
I do.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much, Dr. B. Again, there are your flowers. Everyone says God bless you.
Thank
They're
you.
sending hugs. Um, and this will not be the end that you
No,
see
it
Dr. Harrison over here on Black Girl Interrupt the podcast. So if she has an event and y'all see me there, mind your business. Okay? Y'all mind your business. But I love you, Dr. B. Again, I will let you go because I know you have had a long day. I know you're ready to go home and unwind. But God bless you. And again, I will reach out to you on the back end.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank you,
Ashley.
thank you, thank you. Bye. Oh,
Bye.
see you later, I should say,
Yeah.
because I don't ever say bye. Bye is too final.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Man, this was such an amazing, amazing show tonight. When I tell y'all, just being able to be in the presence with Dr. Harrison, y'all, it was nothing but God. I just want to say to y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting me on my journey. Mm, I appreciate y'all just standing in the gap with me. I appreciate y'all loving on me. Despite everything that I've been going through, y'all have still stood strong and tall for me. I love y'all. Black Girl Interrupted will be back next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We back to the regular program. Y'all know how it gets down. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to a close. I love y'all so, so, so much. God bless y'all. I will keep y'all up to date, uh, and let y'all know how everything is. Love y'all. Holler. See y'all next week.